against drug dealers, if they Muslim, if they Christian, if they atheist, if they Buddhist, if they shooting black men, guess what? I'm gonna say something about it. Because you know why? Just like you ain't gonna, like your boy said, it ain't gonna happen. Guess what? I'm not letting nobody sell you drugs without me saying that. I'm not gonna do it. Just like that's your boy, guess what? I'm your boy. Even though I don't know you, I'm not letting nobody sell you crack. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you a black man like me. And it's worth something.
My whole life was trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, so packed, I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to rhythm man blues. Call this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good wreck. Sometimes a follower is a soldier, trying to find a good shepherd. Plus when you in hell, how did you excel? Wisdom the breath of life, I don't believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No call it can cause pain. Something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord? Got a tongue like a two-edged sword, with a style that they might just record. The only thing equal is the curse for the wicked and the righteous reward. Have mercy on the men that don't see it, separated from the tares. Now on my prayers and it's so be it. A rebel, take the world by word of mouth. UPK, we the rebels that you heard about. Yeah. And it ain't gonna stop till 100 virgins in the house and I'm handing verdicts out. Get rank, you ain't heard a clout without a shadow of a doubt. These devils hitting licks off us. Fuck the bank, I'm about to stone the pocket ticket office. Can't sweet talk us, cannot stop us. And plus I know the feds watching us. Telling people that they church full of witch doctors. Put us in prison, they stockpile us. Meanwhile, UPK turning rebels into rock wallers. In league with mighty men, and now I understand things that never truly made sense. Like why I'm crying at this funeral for a criminal, knowing he ain't innocent. It's fucked up, but my boots shine. Standing between two priests, about to blaze on their ass. Call it tough love. Look out for niggas just club and wouldn't touch a white bitch with OJ's black gloves. Father, forgive me for my error. I'm forever by your side. Clean and purge me of all my flaws. This the reason I'm alive. Thank God for this truth. Cause for a long time was a rebel without a cause. Look, man, first time I make it, manager YAHANNA, man, hit 3807. Rebel without a cause. My little daughter with me. Open the door, he was dropping the truth for me and all that. Rebel without a cause. Man, you know. You do your time, we taking the mountains, training in hand-to-hand combat. Rebel without a cause, oh, yeah. It's the reason I'm alive. Up, thank nigga. God for this truth, cause for a long time was a rebel without a cause.
You cannot whoop us. We're already dead. We're already beaten down. We've been beaten down for 400 years. We already got the wounds inside and outside our bodies.
Most High Christ. SHALAM Israel with the Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Under Commanding General YAHANNA, I.S.U.P.K Philadelphia class. My officer not holding it down today. I.S.U.P.K Thursday history class. The brothers, the topic of the day was what is it again?
The culture of God's chosen people.
The culture of God's chosen people. So that's what we want to go into today. You know what I'm saying? I had Abad pull up a definition while we was waiting. Shout out to Captain Kyle. That's one of them songs right there. That song right there. That's a gem in Israel. So while we was waiting, listening to Captain Kyle, we pulled up a definition. So if you could, Abad, could you read the definition of the word that we pulled?
Yes, sir. This is cult.
So now, first of all, we understand is when you think about culture, right? They say, this is what they do. You know what I'm saying? To understand a culture, like our culture as Black people, we have a different culture. We're separated. You know what I'm saying? When you get into what holy means to be separated. You know what I'm saying? So our culture, even in Philadelphia, is a certain culture. In Houston, Texas, they got a certain culture. In San Francisco, they have a culture. You know what I'm saying? But the root word of culture is this word right here, which is what we need to understand. You got on the screen?
Yes, sir.
Let's get the root word of culture. Go ahead.
Cult. A relatively small group of people.
This what you gotta understand. Culture or your cult is something that's relatively small. You know what I'm saying? It's relative to you. It's something that we do. You know what I'm saying? So we think about the culture of the Most High's people. Our culture is different. And our school, our community is relatively small, meaning everybody ain't on this, right? Keep going.
A relatively small group of people having beliefs or practices, especially relating to religion, that are regarded by others as strange or sinister or as imposing excessive control over members. Number two, a person or thing that is popular or fashionable among a particular group or section of society.
What's that alarm? You heard that alarm? Okay. All right. So it's something that is uncommon. You know what I mean? So the culture of the Most High is uncommon. Now, when you think about a cult, now look up the word occult, OCCULT, which is a whole different word. Let's look up occult. Let's see what they got for us.
Sir. Okay. Occult, supernatural, mystical, or magical beliefs, practices, or phenomena.
That's crazy. Like, we ain't even have to go too far. That could be, might as well cut the class. Shalom. We Israelite school. But, you know what I'm saying? Occult is something totally different. Occult got to do with mystical, witchcraft, all kinds of other things. So when they say you're in occult, they're saying you're in something that's mystical, something that involves witchcraft. And I'll be honest with you, you'll find a lot of that in the church.
Right.
That's an occult because they deal with things that's mind altering, like hypnosis. When they saying them words back to back, I'm saying the what them chants and all of that, they're hypnotizing you. You know what I'm saying? And when they hypnotize you, they make you give all of your money to the collection plate. Next thing you know, you go home like, yeah, I know I had $30 in my pocket. I know I had $50. No, you get that $50 to Pastor such and such. $50, he didn't serenaded the money out your pocket.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So first off, we gotta understand what a cult is and what occult is. All right, let's start there. Boom. Let's get into it. Shout out Yedaya. All right, boom.
If I could, sir, we still have culture too. One definition.
Culture. Let's get the definition of culture. Damn, I forget. Slocky.
Come. This is the definition of culture: the arts and other manifestations of human intellectual achievement regarded collectively.
Slocky. Say that one more time.
The arts.
The art, meaning the craft or the things you create. Go ahead.
And other manifestations.
And other manifestations, meaning what comes out of your mind, the things you create, the things you think of, the things you do. Go ahead.
Of human intellectual achievement.
Of human intellectual achievement, meaning you thought it and you created it. And these things are brilliant. Go ahead.
Regarded collectively.
Regarded collectively. So we understand what a cult is. A cult is an uncommon group of people. A culture are the things that you create, that group of people create. And an occult is a wicked witchcraft, which is mystical, and I forget what the other words were, right? All right, boom. All right, so let's start there, all right?
Okay, so we got the number 2. Got it good.
Go ahead, read number 2.
Number 2, the customs, arts, social institutions.
The customs, which is meaning how you act, or how you what's the word I'm looking for? How you act or how you are. The customs, go ahead.
Or behave.
How you behave, that's what I want. How you behave, or how you deal with the people, how you're the way you govern your people, right?
Right.
Go ahead.
Arts. Social institutions.
Social institutions is like schools, or how we deal with each other socially. Social is between me and you. Institution is ways that we learn or ways that we deal with one another, the people. Go ahead.
Right. And achievements of a particular nation, people, or other social group.
All right. So the social institutions, like the school we in right now, right? So all of this defines what a culture is. Now, let's start there. Give me John 18. Give me John 18. Give me John 18 and 31.
Okay.
Here's what I want you to understand. Christ was not a part of the masses, right? Because Christ would always flee amongst the woods, deal with himself, and pray amongst himself. Christ was amongst a very small group of people among the many, not just Christ. Any school you could think of. Paul was amongst a very small group of people. Paul would go to the synagogues and check the people in the synagogues, and they would beat his ass and send him to another city. So like I could cuss, right? They would whoop his ass and send him to another city. It's like it for the kids out there. Paul was getting beat up. You know what I'm saying? Paul will not beat up, but Paul will rumble the people in the synagogues. He will rumble the non-believers who were Jews. So in this case, we're about to read about a brother, right? He was a Jew, but he was not in the truth. That's the same thing today. You got people outside here all the time. They Jews, but they are not in the truth. So now what you find is us in this small group. We got the culture of the Lord. We got the culture of the Lord's chosen people. And what happens is they call us a cult. They call us a sect. They say that we in a little group of people and our little cult is running our mind. But what you got to understand was that's the way it always been.
Right.
This ain't anything new, because why did they kill Jesus Christ? They killed Christ because he was different.
Right.
They didn't want him to do what he was doing because they felt like it would endanger them. And the Esau, white men didn't kill Christ. We did.
Right.
Brothers did. The people who are outside of the school. So this school is absolutely a place where it's small, uncommon, different. The way we think is subject to us. Because now you can create a community where brothers can thrive, because I don't got to worry about my kids doing drugs, right? I don't got to worry about my kids eating pork, because I know outside of here, they'll teach them that. All right, so we understand the basis of it. You know how we do. We're going to read a lot. Let's get into these scriptures. Give me John 18. Start at, I know I said 31. Give me a second.
Yes, sir.
Start at 28. Let's start at 28.
Come on. This is the book of John, chapter 18 and verse 28.
Mm-hmm.
Then led they Jesus from Caiaphas unto the hall of judgment.
Right. You familiar with what's going on right now, right? Reading that first line.
Read it again, sir.
Okay, so after this, right? This is when Christ already got booked. He went to Caiaphas first, right? He's a brother or the leader of the Jews, right? He's the leader of the town of Jerusalem, right? So he's the first step when it comes to power from Rome, right? It's like the police commissioner. All right, go ahead.
And it was early, and they themselves went not into the judgment hall,
Go ahead.
lest they should be defiled, but that they might eat the Passover.
Go ahead.
Verse 29. Pilate then went out unto them and said, what accusation bring ye against this man?
Now, Pilate was an actual Edomite, right? Pilate was the next step up, right?
Right.
I think it was another brother, another devil in between. I think his name started with an N. We'll get to it later. But Pilate was the person that oversees. He's like the regional cop. You know what I'm saying? He's over that region. Go ahead.
Verse 30. They answered and said unto him, if he were not a malefactor,
that's like a criminal, right? If he was not a criminal, go ahead.
we would not have delivered him up unto thee.
So Pilate, like, why you bringing him here? They're like, we bring him here because he was a criminal. If he wasn't a criminal, we wouldn't have brought him here. Go ahead.
It was almost being like sarcastic, so to speak.
Yeah, it was almost sarcasm. It's being cynical. Go ahead. It's hot. That AC on?
It is on, sir.
Dying. Go ahead.
It is on. Verse 31. Then said Pilate unto them, Take ye him and judge him according to your law.
According to who?
Your law.
This is another thing. Was it Paul? Paul got booked the same way. He was like, I don't find no problem with him. If you got a problem with him, then that's your laws. But he didn't break our laws. That's heavy because Christ didn't break Rome's law. They said, if you got a problem with him, then you book him on your laws. First step, he already separated us from Rome, meaning we had different laws automatically. You judge him on your laws, but Christ didn't break no law. So now it's about to separate again. Keep going.
The Jews therefore said unto him, It is not lawful for us to put any man to death.
So what did they try to do? They tried to get Christ unalive by the white man. It's not unlawful. It's unlawful for us to do it. It ain't unlawful for you to do it. You see what's going on? They talking to an Edomite, a Roman. I don't know what his rank was, but a Roman dude. Somebody that represents Rome. Go ahead.
Verse 32. That the saying of Jesus might be fulfilled.
Yeah. Remember, the prophecy was, and that's what Caiaphas said earlier, that one man's supposed to die for the nation. So they're trying to get the prophecy fulfilled. They saying that this happens and the prophecy will be fulfilled. One man to die for the nation. All they care about is themselves. They're not thinking about anything that's more valuable than what they want. Go ahead.
Which he spake, signifying what death he should die. Verse 33. Then Pilate entered into the judgment hall again and called Jesus and said unto him, Art thou the king of the Jews?
He like, yo, I thought they was your people. I thought you was the ruler of these people. Shouldn't they listen to you? Shouldn't they bow down to you? Shouldn't they respect you? Ain't this your people? Go ahead.
Verse 34. Jesus answered him, Sayest thou this thing of thyself, or did others tell it thee of me?
How do you know this? Did I tell you that? Or did they tell you that? Who told you I was the king of the Jews? It's about to get heavy. It's getting heavy. Go ahead.
Verse 35. Pilate answered, Am I a Jew?
Am I a Jew? Go ahead.
Thine own nation and the chief priests have delivered thee unto me. What hast thou done?
He said, I'm not a Jew. I'm not even a part of y'all people. They brought you to me. What did you do? That's the question. You're going to read just on the substance. Go ahead.
Verse 36. Jesus answered.
Now, this is where he again separates himself. Go ahead.
My kingdom.
Go ahead.
Is not of this world.
Now, yes, I am a king of the Jews, but my kingdom isn't of this world. These people, that society, I'm no king of those people. My kingdom is not of this world. Go ahead.
If my kingdom were of this world, then would my servants fight.
If my kingdom was of this world, then they will fight for what's right. They would have that spirit in them. They would know what to do. But these people are not my people. These are demons. These are your people. These are the children of you. These are the children that you spawn, which is why they come to him. They said, we have no king. Caesar is our king. They love the white man, right? So now their culture belongs to Rome. The culture outside belongs to America. Christ has a whole different culture. We build in the kingdom brick by brick like this. Precept upon precept, brother upon brother, sister upon sister. And one day you'll see a Passover with 10 million people in it. And then you're gonna be like, good Lord. And you're gonna go to Kent one day and Donald Trump gonna be picking out the trash can. And you're gonna be like, oh my Lord, you're going to see the kingdom build itself. And you're going to say, this is the kingdom of the Most High, because this world or this society is subject to the king. But if the people don't listen to the king, then that's not his kingdom. Right? So Christ said, my kingdom is not of this world. These people, these ain't my folks. Go ahead.
That I should not be delivered to the Jews.
I'm not going to be delivered to my kingdom is not, my servants will fight. So I don't be delivered to them brothers, them people in the world, them non-believers. He was delivered to the Jews, but those wasn't his kingdom. That's not his kingdom. We different. Yeah, we a part of the world, but we not in the world. I'm from Philadelphia and I live in Philadelphia, but I don't think like the Philadelphians. You know what I'm saying? We from America, we in America, but we don't think like Americans, because the Lord's people got a different culture. We live a different type of way. When we follow Christ, we don't live like the world. We don't live like the brothers that just want to get high and get drunk and go to work and serve Esau and be good employees. You know what I'm saying? We go to work and we talk about the Lord. We go to work, we talk about Christ. We go to work, we push the truth. We leave home from work, we pushing the truth. Every day we trying to make sure that Christ's kingdom gets built. That's our job every day. Because if we don't do the work of the Most High, then the kingdom will never be built. And these Jews will continue to run around free, unchecked. Right? Go ahead.
But now is my kingdom not from hence.
Go ahead.
Verse 37. Pilate therefore said unto him, art thou a king then?
He said, nigga, what are you saying? So you not a king, or are you a king? What are you saying right now? Go ahead.
Jesus answered, thou sayest that I am a king.
You said it. I ain't even, you brought it up. I ain't even say that. You said I was a king. And I said, my kingdom is not of this world. So now you want to ask me, am I a king? Go ahead.
To this end was I born.
Uh-huh.
And for this cause came I into the world.
To this end was right now was I born. I was born for this right here. And for this cause right now is why I came into this world. I was born for no other reason but for this. I was born for no other reason but to sit at this podium and teach this class. That's why my mother had me. That's why my father had sex with my mother. That's why she did labor. That's why all the craziness happened in life, all so I could come teach this class tonight. That's what it's all for. To this end is why I've been born. Go ahead.
That I should bear witness unto the truth.
This is why. Because I'm going to speak the truth. We come to class, we go to camp, we get unalived allegedly or apparently. We get unalived at the courthouse by our own people. That's why we do it. Because the Lord gets the glory, which is why every day we say Most High in Christ. It ain't me. Like, yo, thank you for the dollar. Most High in Christ. That's the Lord that gave you that dollar. Don't thank me.
Right.
Thank the Lord. Because if it wasn't for the Most High, I wouldn't even have a dollar.
Right.
Why am I sitting here today? The Lord put me here. So we can bear witness to the truth. We can speak about this, the Bible and the Most High in Christ. Speak about this history, this culture. Speak about our heritage. That's why we're here. Keep going.
Everyone that is of the truth heareth my voice.
Which is so heavy, because now when you listen, the Lord said he got an ear, let him hear. Everybody that's in the truth, everybody that's in our kingdom, in our world, they know what this is. Which is why when we see this story, we understand. We don't understand them niggas in the world. I don't get them niggas. Because that's not my people. Those are my people, those are my people, but we not in that kingdom. I can't, in order to make a decision, I got to understand why you were there. What was your thought process, right? I can't understand them turning Christ in. We would have two different thought processes because they're thinking about themselves. We thinking about the truth. It ain't about, I go to camp without an ounce of energy. I come to class without an ounce of energy, and it's not about me. I don't want the glory, but it's job. So it's a job to do. It's work to be done.
Right.
We got to bear witness to the truth. So the energy I got don't matter, because the Lord gonna make sure you got the energy. That's who gonna make sure you speak. And sometimes when you go to camp with no energy, when you teach a class with no energy, like today, you'll find yourself teaching or speaking or giving some of the wildest breakdowns you ever thought in your life because it ain't about you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ask the question, this is the answer. You know what I mean? So, all right, let's drop that. We good on that scripture? All right. What was the other one? You had that was give me Job 9-24. Talk about the occult. We're gonna get a couple milk scriptures and we're gonna go into some scriptures.
This is the book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24.
Let me get there with you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right, you got it.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Now, we all heard the scripture 1,000 times over, right? Occult is the wickedness, what you read, the mystery, the mystical things, right? Everything that you read about that's mystical and wicked as hell, that belongs to the earth and the people of the world, right? Those carnal people, right? Your flesh comes from the dirt and goes back to the dirt. Your spirit moves on, right? So when you got a spiritual brother or somebody that's connected to the prophets, his spirit comes and goes. You know what I'm saying? He in the past life or a future life or whatever the case may be, right? Then you got carnal people who never make it to that level, right? The earth is where they belong to. They belong to the hands of the wicked, right? So now when you got those people, you run you govern them with things that they are subject to. In this case, you got Christianity, you got Islam, because those things make you feel better. You go to church, get you a nice little high, you know what I'm saying, pay your money, you get your whatever to whoever, and you feel better, and you go home, and that's that. You can still be wicked, right? The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. The religions comes from the wicked. All of that is from the devil. That's from Satan. So when you think about the occult, the wickedness, it comes from something that's base, something that's carnal, something that's regular, right? When we say we've been doing this since 1969, the people that started this school, they didn't pass on, but they passed their spirit to brothers like us. So you might see a video from 1982, and they wearing what you wore at camp yesterday. They saying what you said at camp yesterday. They're not, I don't know if they're not, I don't want to use the R word, you know what I'm saying? They're not ravishing the people, you know what I'm saying? They're not stealing from the people. They're not harming the people. We're not harming the people, or, you know what I'm saying? When you see Christianity, the fruit of it is homosexuals. The fruit of it is killers. The fruit of it is criminals. The fruit of it is, you know what I'm saying, people that prey on the weak. That's the culture of Christianity. The fruit of the truth has grown people that become people that's going to raise their family the right way. This is the truth. The umbrella of the truth grows something special. But Christianity is base. It don't give you anything. It don't help you be anybody better. If anything, it just helps you be LGBTQ. Salaki. We ain't class. I'm trying to be a little bit more politically correct. But you get the point, right?
Sir.
All right, we'll drop that. Boom. You get the point.
Because, sir, is it like you'll know them by their fruit?
Absolutely.
By the fruit, the tree by
Absolutely.
the fruit. Good tree can't bear bad fruit. The bad tree can't bear good fruit.
Absolutely. A bad tree cannot bear good fruit, and a good tree cannot bear bad fruit. It's a good precept. All right. So, boom. Let's get that. So, give me Luke 4 and 5.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 4, and verse 5.
Good.
And the devil, taking him up into an high mountain, shewed unto him all the kingdoms of the world in a moment of time.
Now, why was the devil able to show him all the kingdoms? Remember, this is Christ. Why was the devil able to show him all the kingdoms? What?
Because all the kingdoms were his at that time.
Because all the kingdoms belong to the wicked. So now you sign this rap contract, and they're like, yeah, you know, we're going to take you to Belize, we're going to take you to Brazil, we're going to take you to Uruguay, Paraguay, we're going to take you to Colombia, we're going to take you all over South Africa, you name it. You know what I'm saying? We got tours that go all over the earth. All of these kingdoms you can visit, you can take from, you can be a part of. You can see all the fat of these kingdoms, all the women, all the cars, all the clothes. They can all be yours. Only the devil can offer you that type of deal. Why? Because it's his. Right. Keep going.
Verse 6. And the devil said unto him, all this power, all this power will I give thee, and the glory of them.
And the glory. I'll give you all this power and the glory. And like we just said, he can give it to him because it's his to give. Like when you look at the rap business or the movie business or whatever type of industry, they give you the power. They make you somebody special. They offer it to you. They dangle it in your face. And that's Satan giving you a temptation, a trinket, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? A couple dollars. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. Like, sometimes when you broke, it only makes sense to steal. You dig what I'm saying? When you hungry, it makes sense to steal. It's normal logic. You wouldn't even second guess stealing because you're hungry. You don't have nothing to eat. Now, when somebody offer you $1,000 and they tell you to go unallow somebody, it only makes sense. And that's how he uses us. But a brother that's deeper than that, a brother that's not a non-believer, a brother that's from Christ's cult or Christ's kingdom, or that's in the culture of the Lord, we know that that's not how we survive. We can't survive by stealing. We can't survive by robbing. We can't survive by taking what the devil has to offer. Because what the devil has to offer is why we die. Keep going.
God. And the glory of them, for that is delivered unto me, and to whomsoever.
What did he say?
For that is delivered unto me.
He just said it. The devil just said it. Everything that you see in the world is mine. It's mine. It's delivered to me. Even when in the beginning of Job, right? When the Most High said, "Look, everything he got, that's in your hands. It's under your power. Take it. Just don't unalive. Just don't kill him." That's what he said to Satan. It's yours. Just don't kill him. Right? You follow me?
Yes, sir.
So you understand, like, we are different. We live a separate lifestyle. Even when they offer in Christ, the world, the kingdom. Read what he said after that, actually.
And to whomsoever I will give it. Verse 7.
He says, all delivered to me is mine. And to whoever I want to give it to. So it can be yours too. Go ahead.
Verse 7. If thou therefore wilt worship me, all shall be thine.
The word worship breaks down into work. All you got to do is work for me. That's what Satan's saying. You work for me, I'll give you all of this. It'll all be yours. This is what the devil going to tell you. Just work for me. I'm going to pay you everything you want in life. I'm going to give you everything you want in life. You want that car? You want to jump off the porch? I'll give you everything you want in life. It's all yours. All you got to do is work for me. But
this reminds me of Captain Kai's song. What is it? I'm loyal to the king. The devils can't have me.
The devils can't have
I'm
me.
loving to the king.
Yeah. That's why Captain Kai, his music is so spiritual, man. Like, Captain Kai music gonna live forever. You know what I'm saying? Because it's spiritual. He's not here when he's rapping that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's certain, like, Captain Kai, like, remind me of like a Styles P type of music. You know what I'm saying? It's deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Brother's gonna be 300 years from now playing Captain the Cod music because it's so spiritual. You can't really. It's like the Song of Solomon. You get what I'm saying? Wisdom of Solomon. That's what he spit. We still trying to break down Wisdom of Solomon 2,000 years later. You know what I'm saying? Captain the Cod music is spiritual. It's hella spiritual. I'm loyal to the king. These devils can't have me. This is exactly what's going on. Captain the Cod might have been offered that rap contract. He might have been offered a big deal. All you gotta do is work for Satan. All you gotta do is put on this dress and say you're gonna kill somebody. Captain the Cod with a dress on is diabolical. But Captain the Cod like, hell, no, I ain't put no damn dress on. Right. The devil can't have me. Why? I'm loyal to the king. Right. You know what I'm saying? They like, all you gotta do is start this weed company. No, I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? And they'll make you do it. And when they make you do it, they know you work for them. You know what I'm saying? They make Meek Mill do some crazy things with Diddy. Diddy makes him do it because now you work for me. Diddy is Caiaphas. He works for Pilate. You follow me? It's levels. You might see a brother in front of you, but he's a demon. He works for the white man. Keep going.
Okay. Verse 8. And Jesus answered and said unto him, Get thee behind me, Satan.
He said, Get thee behind me, Satan. Go ahead.
For it is written, Thou shalt worship the Lord thy God.
Only work for the Most High. That's who I work for. Right? Now, we not of the world. That's why I want you to understand. Like our culture, the way we live, our lifestyle is different. Like we go do slavery. That's why we call it slavery. But I don't work for Esau. I get a couple dollars and we bust it up. We had some beers. You know what I'm saying? We come through, we chill. We make sure that everything is paid for, need to be paid for. You know what I'm saying? We got to get from point A to point B. We're going to get from point A to point B because we got a couple dollars to do it. We take that money we get from Esau and we put it in this work. We put it in this truth. And we build the truth brick by brick. This is the work. That's a slavery. You know what I'm saying? If I had no slavery, right? If we wasn't even in this kingdom, we would get up every morning and do the work of the Lord. Build the temples. Go get the wood. Go get the animals to make the garments. Build the tabernacle. Build the tents. It will be work of the Lord to do every day. And if you left the truth, you'd be like, I'm not building them tabernacles. And you go over there and be with them other Jews. You dig what I'm saying? Like, it don't change because we got cell phones and electric cars. It's all the same. Life don't change. The times don't change anything. It's still the same niggas. Abad was alive 2,000 years ago. You dig what I'm saying? And guess what Abad was doing? The work of the Lord. Right? It's that simple. All right, drop that. Was there any more on that?
And him only shalt thou serve.
And him only shalt thou serve. You know what I'm saying? Give me John 8:52. You got any questions? Just ask them.
This is the book of John, chapter 8 and verse 52.
Hold on.
Oh.
Hold on. Oh, I'm tripping. I'm in loop. My fault. I'm like, this ain't right. Salaki. All right, go ahead. Wait. Start at 48.
Yes, sir. This is the book of John 8 and verse 48. Then answered the Jews and said unto him, Say we not well that thou art a Samaritan and has a devil? Verse 49. Jesus answered, I have not a devil,
Mm-hmm.
but I honor my Father,
Mm-hmm.
and ye do dishonor me.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 50. And I seek not mine own glory. There is one that seeketh and judgeth.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 51.
I seek not my own glory. There is one that seeketh and judgeth. What?
Verily, verily, I say unto you, if a man keep my saying, he shall never see death.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Verse 52. Then said the Jews unto him, now we know that thou hast a devil.
Got a what?
Now we know that thou hast a devil.
Oh, I think a demon. We know you got a demon now. He like, we know it. He like, look, I don't got no devil. I don't got no demon in me. You know what I'm saying? I honor my Father, and y'all dishonor me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I honor the Most High Lord. I mean, I honor the Most High Christ, or the Most High, right? But y'all are dishonoring me. Y'all disappointing me, right? Or y'all making me, y'all dishonoring me. So y'all dishonoring the Most High. You know what I'm saying? You do me dirty. If I do you dirty, then I'm doing the Most High dirty. Why? Because you represent the Most High. You know what I'm saying? This is our culture. You are somebody who's in the Lord's coat, right? So if somebody do you harm, then they've done the Lord harm. Make sense? Start back at 49.
Okay. Verse 49. Jesus.
I'm starting in the middle of a story. I don't want to read the whole story. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Jesus answered, I have not a devil,
Mm-hmm.
but I honor my Father, and ye do dishonor me. Verse 50. And I seek not mine own glory.
Mm-hmm.
There is one that seeketh
Mm-hmm.
and judgeth.
Go ahead.
Verse 51. Verily, verily, I say unto you, if a man keep my saying, he shall never see death.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 52. Then said the Jews unto him, now we know that thou hast a devil.
Why? Because you saying that you are God in a sense. You saying you are the Most High. If we keep what you say, then we'll survive and never die. What is Christ saying?
Like the punishments of death, like an early grave, heart disease, like painful death, like chronic illness, like not sleeping with your forefathers, not sleeping with your not dying in your sleep at a good old age, but like the heart, like having a horrible death.
Right. And also, when your body dies, you don't come back in hell. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now you come back a son of General YAHANNA. You know what I'm saying? You come back one of the sons of, you know what I'm saying, of Marah. You know what I'm saying? You come back as somebody's son, and you'll never have to eat pork again. You'll never have to smoke weed again. You'll never have to fight your way back in the truth because your spirit came home. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Abraham is dead,
Mm-hmm.
and the prophets. And thou sayest, if a man keep my saying, he shall never taste of death.
Now, how is Abraham dead? It's like I would say that. Just keep going. Just keep going.
If I could, sir,
Yeah.
I know the script. The Most High is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and He's also a living God. So,
Right.
So Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, reincarnation, regeneration is real. So they're back alive today.
This okay. Go back to 6 and 53.
Yes, sir. 6 and 53, right, sir?
Yeah, John 6 and 53. This is where it all starts.
Yes, sir. Come on.
You about to change the trajectory of the class, but this is where it all starts. After this is when they was like, "Oh, this nigga is crazy." John 6 and 53. You know what I'm talking about?
I think I do with the bread.
Yeah.
This is the book of John, chapter 6 and verse 53.
Mm-hmm.
Then Jesus said unto them, verily, verily, I say unto you, except ye eat the flesh of the Son of Man and drink his blood, ye have no life in you.
What is he saying? Go ahead.
Believe that Christ believe that Jesus is the Christ, that he will, that he is our sacrifice. He's our savior, our redeemer.
Mhm.
He's
So what do you mean believe? Christians believe, right? Christians believe, right?
Oh, we gotta obey Christ now.
Yeah, and then what?
Do the work.
Do it.
Oh yes.
Yes, do it. You gotta do it. You gotta live like I live.
Yeah.
You gotta walk how I walk. What is what being say? You gotta move how I move. You know what I'm saying? You gotta live what I live. You gotta be where I be. Drink what I drink. Eat what I eat. Slept where I slept. You gotta be where I've been. Then you know how to live. You'll never die. If you was around Captain the Cod 24/7, guess what? You ain't gonna die. If you around General Hodge 24/7, you'll never die. Because he's gonna teach you how to not die. If you around running Tazadat or Barzal, you won't die. Because them niggas gonna teach you how to stay alive. If you run Commander Journey YAHANNA, you will not die. He's gonna teach you how to stay alive. That's what Christ is saying. But they're like, oh no, you got a devil on you, you got a demon on you. Go back to where he was. You got a demon on you. Because they don't understand it. Why? Because we different. We not like them niggas outside. The Muslim will never understand this. Because they really drink blood and eat blood. That's why their beard is red. They really blood suckers. They're going to take everything from the neighborhood and send it back to Arab. They really dry us out. They don't understand. You know what I'm saying? So now, when he said Abraham is dead, the prophets are also dead. Right? That's what they're telling the Christ right now. Abraham is dead. The prophets are dead. Boom. So how can you say that they never died if they're dead already? They are dead. You follow me?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
It's like we was in 8 and 50.
We was in 8 and 52.
52. Water, sir. This is the book of John, 8 and verse 52.
Mm-hmm.
Then said the Jews unto him, now we know that thou hast a devil.
Mm-hmm.
Abraham is dead.
Because you saying that you never going to die. The prophets ain't going to die, but Abraham is dead. Go ahead.
And the prophets.
And the prophets, they all dead. So how you going to say that they never die? How you going to say that if we follow you, then we won't die? Abraham is dead. Noah's dead. All the prophets are dead. So how can we follow you and never die? That's how we know you got a demon. That's how we know you got a devil. See, you wicked as hell. You in a cult with the O. You following me, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, we different. We got a whole different space. We live and walk and move different. And he about to drop it on you right now. Go ahead.
And the prophets, and thou sayest, if a man keep my saying, he shall never taste of death.
So how, you saying if we listen to you, then we can't die. But everybody else is dead. So what are you telling me right now? That's what the Jews, the world, the kingdom of the world is saying. Go ahead.
Verse 53. Art thou greater than our father Abraham?
Are you greater than Abraham? You saying you better than Abraham? Go ahead.
Which is dead?
Go ahead.
And the prophets are dead?
There's no more prophets. The prophets are gone. The prophets ain't never coming back. Abraham ain't never coming back. So who are you? That's what they're saying to him. Go ahead.
Whom makest thou thyself?
Now, what's happening here? It's an argument. But what normally happens in the argument?
In the argument, eventually somebody says something to where the other person has no rebuttal.
That's eventual. But normally in an argument, it's a misunderstanding.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? That's why you go to counsel. Because you tell me frogs are blue. And I'm like, nah, the frogs are orange. You know what I'm saying? You like, no, frogs are blue. I'm like, no, frogs are orange. And then we call for counsel. And then the brother on the other side of counsel be like, okay, actually, you're both right. Because I seen the orange frog on Tuesday. And I seen the blue frog yesterday. So both of y'all are right. You know what I'm saying? We misunderstood each other. So the counsel was like helping us to understand each other. Now we can get it. We're gonna walk away like, damn, I told you. You like, I told you. Like, when Most High Christ, let's go get some cookies. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's go get some burgers or something. But now we understand each other. That's the point, right? So what's going on now is a misunderstanding, because Christ is saying, if you follow me, you'll never die. But they're saying the prophets are dead. Abraham is dead, so who are you? They won't understand why, because they don't got the spirit. They don't have what you have. They're not in the cult. They can't understand the culture, because we a small group of people who think a certain type of way, and our type of way of thinking is uncommon. Go ahead.
Verse 54. Jesus answered, if
Good. Let me see if we got questions online. Hey, yo, is that 9 people watching this class, bro? Does that mean 9 people watching this class? Most High Christ, shout out to y'all, man. Most High Christ. But yeah. So what they're saying to Christ right now is that you can't be telling us the truth, because all the prophets are dead. Everybody's dead in the Bible, from Abraham to Malachi to Micah. Everybody's dead, and you telling us who we are, or you telling us that we following you is going to make us safe, is blasphemy. He's saying that you not speaking what the Bible said, you're not speaking as the oracles of God. So we're gonna keep going in John chapter 8, verse 54, right? So he said, Yahweh shall answer and said, if I honor myself, my honor is nothing. You know what I mean? This is Christ saying, like, if I honor myself, or if I big up myself, it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Who cares what I've done? Go ahead. Go ahead. It is my Father that honoreth me, of whom ye say that ye is God. So the Most High bigs us up. The Most High give us everything that we get, or that we earn, or that we strive for. So if we do work, you know what I'm saying, and one day we see a blessing, or one day we see something that, you know what I'm saying, that we say Most High Christ for, that's the Lord that gave it to us. The Lord gave us something to ease the struggle, to ease the pain, you know what I'm saying, or gave us something to relax, or you know what I mean. So the Lord gave us something that we can take to use as a relief. I mean, to ease the burden, right? Ye yet have not known him, but y'all don't know the Most High. Y'all don't know who the Most High is. Y'all think y'all know who the Lord is, because y'all following the white man. The white man gonna give y'all the perfect way to die. The white man gonna give y'all a way to become demons on the earth, which is who they are. And the problem is they don't understand who the Most High is. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand who Christ is and what he came for, right? 55. Yet ye have not known him, but I know him. And if I shall say, who that about? A young man? What you checking his bags? All right, what's on Curry? Hey, Lord Curry, bro, what's going on? All right, bet. All right, hey, you can grab the microphone. You get a microphone in the Bible. Grab your Bible. You got here, go Bible right here. What's your name? Deontay. All right, we in John. We in John chapter 8, verse 53. You sit up front too if you want to. The microphone right here on the table. Oh, you got it. All right. Was you watching on online? John. Regular John. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Was you watching online? You familiar with the class is about right now? Huh? Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. Well, right now we talking about being in the Most High has a culture. The Most High has what? John 8 and 52. Mm-hmm. Yeah, go. You can read it when you got it. Start back over. Yeah.
Then said the Jews unto him, now we know that thou hast a devil. Yeah. Abraham is dead.
What we talking about right now is what is a cult? Like the class is what's the class name, my bud?
The culture of God's chosen people.
The culture of God's chosen people, right? So first thing we did was we defined what a cult is, right? A cult is like something that's different. Yeah, it's body is heavy. So a cult is something that's different or uncommon, right? Culture is like the arts or the what comes from the manifest that comes from your mind, right? That makes the culture exist. And occult, what is O, is like mystical, mysterious, mischievous type of stuff, right? Now, what we did was understood that cult is where we are because we uncommon. When Christ is talking to these Jews, remember, Christ wasn't killed by white people. Christ was killed by Jews, people that looked just like him, but he was different. Even right now, when he's talking to the Jews, he's saying that y'all don't understand the Most High. He talking to people that look just like him, right? Y'all don't understand the Most High. Y'all don't understand who the Lord is because y'all think y'all know God, but y'all spawns of Esau, right? Most High Christ. So now for you to just to catch you up, right? Everybody ain't in the truth in the Bible. Paul was talking to Jews or people that look just like him, but they was not in the truth, right? So it was always a school like this. Brothers in the school, brothers doing the work, brothers learning under Most High Christ, and there's brothers that hated him for it. Right. That's why they killed Christ. The brothers that's out in the world killed Christ. The brothers that's out in the world fought Paul and beat Paul up and rumbled with Paul all the time. The brothers that's out in the world are the people that Jeremiah went against. Saul and Samuel went against. Solomon went against. They went against the brothers that was not in the school because they came against us. You follow me? Now, a cult is just a group of people that is a small sector or a small group of people. That's us. But one day you'll see the kingdom of heaven being built. That's why Christ said, my kingdom ain't of this world, all these people. Because if those were my people, they would have fought for the Most High. But they ain't fighting. Those ain't my people. But one day you'll see people that do fight for Christ. One day you'll see tens of thousands of people that are fighting for Christ. So that's what we're talking about right now, right? These brothers are saying Christ got a devil on them because Christ said, you got to drink the blood of the son. What did he say? Drink the blood and eat the flesh of the son, right? So he said something crazy. So now they don't understand it. They misinterpreting what Christ's saying. So Christ is telling them that y'all don't understand because y'all ain't got the spirit, right? And they saying, no, you got a demon on you. That's where we at right now. Read what you got.
Yes, sir. At 54, sir?
Yeah, 52. What about for the brother?
52, come on. This is the book of John, chapter 8 and verse 52. Then said the Jews unto him, now we know that thou hast a devil.
What?
Abraham is dead.
So they saying to him, he's saying, if you follow me and if you do what I told you to do, you'll never die. And they saying like, yeah, nigga, we know you got a demon on you because you saying that we ain't gonna die, but Abraham is dead. The prophets are dead. Go ahead.
And the prophets. And thou sayest, if a man keep my saying, he shall never taste of death.
So you saying that we follow the Most High and if we do what we supposed to do, then we'll never die. But the prophets are dead and Abraham is dead. Are you better than Abraham? Go ahead.
Verse 53. Art thou greater than our father Abraham, which is dead, and the prophets are dead?
Go ahead.
Whom makest thou thyself?
Who makest thou thyself? Who made you? Right? They don't understand what Christ is saying. Go ahead.
Verse 54. Jesus answered, if I honor myself, my honor is nothing.
Like, I'm not doing this for me. This ain't something that I'm honoring myself. I'm not giving myself this, not bigging myself up. Who cares if I big myself up? I'm not going to get the cars, the clothes, the flashy thing. I'm not going to get nothing that's amazing.
Right.
Who cares if I honor myself, if I hold myself up in some regard? It's not for me.
Right.
Go ahead.
It is my Father that honoreth me.
But the Lord big me up. Go ahead.
Of whom ye say that he is your God. Verse 55. Yet ye have not known him.
Go ahead.
But I know him. And if I should say I know him not, I shall be a liar like unto you.
Now, if I told y'all that we didn't understand these scriptures, we would be lying because we do. But you want to tell a Christian that they don't understand the scriptures. You'll never understand it, which is why you won't get the truth. Go ahead.
So based on the beginning regarding Jesus, not just saying his whole name, Jesus Christ, but regarding Jesus, how do you differentiate Jesus versus the rest of the so-called prophets or individuals in the Bible that was with Jesus based on the Biblia, which is the same thing as the Holy Bible that was so-called taken from the Egyptians, knowing that an Egyptian king probably had some hidden, so they could never have took all the Bibles, even if they think they did.
I can't hear you. You gotta talk louder so I can hear you.
So what I was saying was regarding Jesus versus all the other prophets in the Bible and the people, especially his 12 disciples, not saying his full name. How do you differentiate between what I was saying? If it's based on 52. Yeah, how do you differentiate between whether, I forgot what I was saying, but I think a lot of people heard me the first time, so
How do you differentiate what?
really, how do you differentiate between Jesus and Jesus Christ? When I first came here, I was told that we don't believe in Jesus Christ, we believe in Jesus. For real.
How do you differentiate between Jesus and Jesus Christ?
Yes.
Okay. You said when you first came here, there's a difference?
I listened.
Okay. So first off, let's start with this. What's your name?
Dante.
Dante, right? It's 1,000 Dantes, right? It's a whole lot of Dantes. What make you different from the other Dante?
I really don't care.
Well, I'm asking you a question. What makes you different from Dante down the street?
I just told you, like, that's what makes me different. I don't care.
That's what you different because you don't care?
I don't know if he care or not, because I asked that other Dante.
No, I'm just saying, like, in general, if I say, yeah, it's Dante, and they're going to say, which Dante? How do you know which Dante it is? What we say it today?
I wouldn't care. Maybe I'll make a song called With the Real Dante, Please Stand Up.
They both Dante.
Where Eminem got the money.
You said who?
Eminem, the rapper, got the money.
Eminem got the money? Okay. How you differentiate people is by their reputation, right? That's how I differentiate you from him, or this guy from this guy. The reputation is how you differentiate, right? So it's more Jesus is in the Bible, right? The word is, or the name is Yahweh. The same name as Joshua. Joshua is Yahweh as well, right? And there's another Jesus in the Apocrypha. There's a couple Jesus in the Apocrypha. But Christ, Mashiach, the anointed one, the king, is something totally different because he has another reputation, right? So we differentiate Christ because of his reputation, who he was, and we know who we're talking about. So if his name was, don't matter what his name was, because his name could have been Emmanuel, right? But he came to save his people. That's his reputation. So that's who we're talking about. So regardless of what his name was, whether you call him Mashiach, whatever you call him, we know what his name is. We know who he was and what he did. That's what we're talking about, the reputation of Christ. And you won't be able to understand it until you understand what Christ is talking about, the spirit that he's trying to give us from the beginning. The spirit that he's trying to give us is love each other and love the Most High. Those two things are the beginning of learning about the Most High in Christ. That's where the whole spirit hangs off of. Love our brothers and love the Most High with all your might. Once you learn those two things, then you begin to understand the truth. You begin to understand our culture, right? So now these people are saying to him, you can't be Christ. You can't be somebody that's sent to talk about God because you got a demon on you. Because you said that to follow you was to be somebody that's going to never die. But what Christ is telling them is that your spirit won't die. You'll live a long life. You won't find yourself at the weed spot. You won't find yourself at the whorehouse. You won't find yourself at the strip club because he's going to give you a way to survive. We don't go there because we know demons are there, right? We know when you get there, you'll find yourself in a bad place. Why? Because that's where the devils are. How do we know? women get molested at a young age, or women get destroyed at a young age, and a lot of times they find themselves at that place. If they wanted to be somewhere to get help, they wouldn't go there. They live with their demons, right? They demons whisper to them every day, and they find themselves on the strip club, on the stripper pool. They don't want to be there. And then niggas, or the men, the men that got hell in their house, that's going through their demons, they find themselves in the strip club. So what you find yourself is the den of devils. When you get to the weed house or the crack house, you find people that are destroyed, people that are destroying people. Those are the demons. Everybody there don't care. They don't care about life. You come here and find out how to care. You come here and find out that you got angels walking with you the whole time, but you've been listening to the demons. You following me?
If I could, my thing is with the demons. I've always seen, you know what I'm saying, I always spread the backwards sometimes, live or live, but disregard.
You gotta talk a little clearer so I can hear you. I can't understand you.
Yeah, well, with DE meaning of in Spanish, you know, it would be of whatever you want to call it, but knowing that backwards is written live, ED, of life.
Well, you know, Spanish and English come from two different stems, right?
It Spanish, comes from basically when the Bible, when it said that he changed the language because they were trying to build the ladder up to heaven.
No, Spanish is a Romance language. Spanish is from Rome, right? The language of Spanish, Latin, well, it's like a Spanish, French, Portuguese, all of those come from Rome. English is a Germanic language, meaning it derives from German. So German and English are very close. Spanish is a whole different language. So we don't say day in English. Those two languages don't even have the same derivatives. So if you try to break it down like that, it won't work. I mean, you can't compare the Spanish to the English. They might have homonyms or they might have words that sound alike, but they're not the same.
If I could, knowing that church or temples or mosque at the end of the day is a business, knowing that my grandfather's brother has a big church in Grand Prairie, Texas, and I talked to him on the phone not even 2 years ago about business in the church and drug dealers and gangsters and all that stuff that has to do with the COVID when they closed down some places and they couldn't close down other places no matter what.
Can you turn up his the speaker so I can hear him?
So that's just, you know, my thought on that, especially based on when the great preacher Tony Evans said, sometimes I might say something to you and it might mean something to somebody else. Sometimes I may say something to you, it might mean something different than something different to you than somebody else. Because I've been knowing that and I just learned that. That's pretty much, you know, what I know.
Well, most high in Christ. But you know what? The Lord brought you somewhere where you can actually learn about the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Because when you find yourself at a church, you find yourself with people that don't understand this Bible, which is what Christ's talking about right now. Those people don't understand the Bible. They can't give you the breakdown on who Lucifer is. They can't give you the breakdown on who the Israelites are. Wow. They can't give you the breakdown on John 3:16 that makes sense. They can't give you the breakdowns on Joel or Jude. They can't break down Revelations. They can't break down the Immaculate Conception because they don't understand the Bible. Wow. But everybody here can. Wow. Everybody here understands the Bible because this is our records. This is our history book. This is something that the Lord gave us to keep us alive. What you got?
If I could, so based on what you're saying, knowing that the church can't understand, based on the things you said they can't understand, I agree with that more than, like real talk, I agree with that more than half. But I say, so Minister YAHANNA will be able to explain things to me better from the Torah.
Say that one more time.
The Torah, Torah.
I know what the Torah is, but what was your question?
He'll be able to explain things to me better from the Torah, reading from the Torah.
Torah is the first 5 books of the Bible. So you got Deuteronomy, 2nd book of the law, Leviticus, the 1st book of the law, Exodus, meaning us leaving Egypt, Numbers, which means in the wilderness or our time in the wilderness, and Genesis, which is in the beginning, which is an oratory that was given to Moses. That's the Torah. That's the basis of our instructions. Everything after that is the prophets.
So it says the same thing in this Bible, the first 5 books in the Torah.
The first 5 books is the foundation or the basis of the Bible. Everything after that is the prophets. So Joshua was the prophet. Amos was a prophet. Ezekiel, all of them was the prophets or the stories of what they've been through. You'll see they rank based on how big the book is. Moses set up ranks in Israel, or men that were in charge and men that were second and third in charge. He got ranks of 10,000s, ranks of 5, 1,000s, and 50s. Those ranks were set up by Moses. You know what I'm saying? Those are the men. They come to him and said, Moses, you do too much. You take on too much. You know what I'm saying? You should set people in charge or in different ranks. Those different ranks are in charge of different amounts of families or people, right? Real quick. And then the New Testament, right, is the books of the prophets later on, right? It's like it's after the Apocrypha, right? It's everything that happened during the time of Christ. The prophets that ran with Christ or after Christ. Those are the books we received. John was with him. John was the one who wrote the Revelations, the book of Revelations, 1st, 2nd, 3rd John, and John. Paul is another one who put his brick in. Paul wrote a lot of books. You know what I'm saying? He wrote a lot of books to the brothers in the northern parts of the southern parts of Europe, or the northern parts of that lake. What's that big lake called? That sea, Mediterranean. You know what I'm saying? So he wrote to those people up there. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much the breakdown of the Bible. What was your next question?
If I could, based on what you were saying regarding Moses, you said he was doing too much or something like that. That's pretty much why Aaron took over.
Aaron never took over. Aaron was a mouthpiece for Moses. So Moses was a god to Aaron, and Aaron was a mouthpiece or a mouth for Moses. Moses had a stammering tongue, meaning he was hard to speak, or you know what I'm saying, he felt as if he was unable to speak. So he would say it to Moses, Aaron, and Aaron would translate it or say it to the people. Aaron was his brother.
So based on Moses not being able to so-called enter the promised land, Aaron didn't go to the promised land either because he was speaking for Moses.
Only 2 people went to the promised land, Joshua and Caleb. And Joshua was the next prophet that they spoke about. Joshua was the one that took us to Israel. He carved out the land of Israel.
So what happened to Aaron?
Aaron died. Only 2 people made it. Joshua and Caleb was the only 2 that made it.
So all the people that was in the wilderness died off in the wilderness for the 40 years.
Wilderness for 40 plus years.
Yeah. So their shoes pretty much, especially the adults, their shoes stayed the same. They never needed any new shoes long. They took care of them. That's common sense.
That's like we left America today. That's like everything fall apart, you know what I'm saying, and we all roll out the day and we leave. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us might not make it 40 years in the wilderness, but a lot of us wanted to go back to America. But somebody's children made it. Somebody instructed their children how to survive. Right. And that child was Joshua. And Joshua rose to be a great man in Israel. Right. You know what I'm saying? He instructed his children to stay strong and do the right thing. And he made it. He survived. He lived. And he showed other people how to do it too. Go ahead.
If I could, so based on the fact that Ishmael and the lady that dude didn't want to have the baby by something like that he didn't really care about, which was Ishmael. This was the ugly black chick.
The ugly black chick is crazy. But
well, that's basically how she's described in the Bible. Yeah, she was crying, yeah, and when he went to the other country, which is, I guess, some part of Africa, I don't know exactly where, being the right-hand man to the preacher or something like that. I think he married her daughter or something like that.
It wasn't a preacher. They ran into a prophet.
Okay, so with that being said, a great man like Ishmael, who was the son of a strong black woman, why don't y'all talk about him more, knowing that he was the son of a strong black woman? I just was, that's my question.
I ain't gonna go to the scripture, but I'm gonna give it to you. Ishmael was promised at that point in time when that prophet saw the mother that was pregnant. He said, "You're gonna have a great seed," but the promise didn't come through Ishmael. Ishmael is a great seed. You know who Ishmael is today, right?
A great seed.
Ishmael did get a promise. Ishmael is running Abu Dhabi. Right. Ishmael is running the Arab Emirates. Right. Ishmael is over top of Arabia with all the oil. Right. Ishmael, the reason that white man got boats to put you in slavery. Right. Ishmael got something right now. Ishmael got the Middle East, all of it, most of it. Right. But the spirit, the promise came through Isaac. That's who it came through. Right. Isaac and then Jacob. Right? Now, Isaac and Jacob is where the promise comes to, and then Jacob's children, the 12 children of Israel. That's who the Lord dealt with. Just like with Adam, right? He said he closed up the flesh thereof. He only dealt with these people. He only dealt with Adam, even though there was a lot of people out there. He only dealt with Adam. And then Adam's next seed, and his seed, and his seed. Those are the people that they instructed to survive. Those are the people that got the culture of the Most High. What you got?
If I could, so in reality of what we see with our eyes today with the Africans versus the African Americans, black in America, knowing the father of Ishmael, he was sent to Africa, knowing what they say about African Americans, but versus slavery in Africa during that time, wouldn't you think that Ishmael would have a mentality to be like, these people don't hate me over here, they value me?
Ishmael's
and now I'm mad at them over there because I was trained to think a certain way.
Ishmael's in the African.
Yeah, he's in Africa where they say that they value their people that look like us.
Ishmael's in African.
I know. And Africans are over here in America today in 2025.
So you saying Ishmael said they value the people that look like us?
Basically, that would be the ancestors of the Africans that tell me that to my face in America.
No, Ishmael is the ancestors of the Middle Eastern.
That's in America today that's telling me that they value their black men and women.
Ishmael that's in America?
Well, when Ishmael had a lot of seed, like from a long time ago all the way to today, they end up in America today, right? Because people travel and then decide to live in America.
I'm gonna tell you what happened. I'm gonna tell you what happened, right? You said your father was a pastor?
I'm talking about Ishmael.
I know you're talking about Ishmael, but what happened is somebody taught you exactly what they wanted to teach you. You know what that is? Confusion. That's what Babylon means. Babylon means confusion. We've been brought up in Babylon. We've been brought up confused. You got to come here to really understand everything. We could do this forever. Me and you could do this literally forever. I promise you. I'll do this with you forever. You understand what I'm saying to you? We can do this all day long. And I'll back all my facts up. I'm not just talking. I got a basement full of books. I got a phone full of notes, years full of notes, right? I'm not just talking information. Everything I say to you, I can pull a reference in 5 seconds, right? I was you. We've been taught all these different things. Israel means is ISIS, and the Ra is Amun Ra, and the El is the Elohim. See, that's deep, brother. That's deep. You know what I'm saying? You know what really happened is, and we go into all these wild things. We study all of these things, and we forget to study what's actually important. You know what's actually important? Your heritage, who you are, where you come from, the brotherhood that you have for this brother right here. That's what's important. Beyond the knowledge, we got brotherhood, which is why I led with that, right? So I don't care about your religion. I care about if you ate today. I don't care about whatever you agree with, right? The brother heated the food up. That's all we care. That's the first thing we care about.
Myself.
But he heated
I could have heated up at 7-Eleven.
But the point is, the food got heated up.
I would have got to heat up no matter what.
Regardless.
7-Eleven 24/7.
Even if, let's say, you would have never came with that plate. You would have came here, and the brother would have made sure you ate. The brother would have made sure you had something to drink.
That's not what usually happens.
That's not what usually happens, but that's the point. The point is, we care about each other. That's the whole point. I don't care about religion. I don't care about what God or none of this crazy stuff. The first thing is that we understand brotherhood, and we understand how to serve the Most High of the Bible. All the other guys, the God of all them other things, we don't deal with them. You'll see stories of Paul talking about y'all got something called the unknown God. Well, that's who I talk about, because y'all got many gods. You serve many gods. Ishmael serves many gods. You ever seen Aladdin? Aladdin, they serve the lamp, they serve the moon, they serve the star, they serve the sand, they serve all the gods until Moses and Muhammad come and get what the Jews was doing. That's how they get Allah, which in Hebrew means power. Allahayim is the powers. They serve one God, which is now called the power. They got that from here, from this. Everything that the world knows come from this Bible. But what they taught you is how to hate me because of what you think. What they taught you is how to hate this because of what you think and what you've been taught. That's what they teach us. What you got?
If I could, when did I ever say I hate you?
No. That's what they teach you. That's what they teach us.
I don't care what they teach me.
You don't care what they teach us, but that's not the point. To be a priest and prophet of the Most High, we care about what the brothers is going through outside, because somebody is dying tonight because we didn't come to him and let him know the right way to live. Somebody's outside getting high tonight. Somebody's being molested. Somebody's going through some type of hell because we never got to them to tell him who they were and how to live. We never told them where the school was to come get some food. We got a freezer full of food. We got a whole back room full of water. We got brothers that's willing to lay their life down so you can live yours, because that's what the truth is. But they're dying because you don't care. Not you, but we don't care. That's what we've been taught. We've been taught that it's about me. It's not about us. And everything else we know is about, some type of philosophy, some type of religion, or some type of confusion. All of that is a way to make us hate each other. You believe in blue and he believe in red. You believe in yellow and you believe in Islam. You believe in Christianity. You believe in Amun-Ra and some kind of God. And all y'all hate each other. You from this jail, you from this block, everybody hate each other because of stupidity. What's your question?
If I could, so based on water, when you mix water with any type of chemical that's bad for your body or anything, it gets a little bit better, especially rain, fresh water. So my point is, what you're saying is knowing that what you were saying regarding weed, getting high, I'm just saying weed, I'm not saying any other drug, versus psychotropic medication, knowing what I was told inside this temple to my face. It's better to take psychotropic medication other than smoke weed, which is natural, and other than psychotropic medication that has statistics that you can research and look up right now of killing people, but you won't find it like that about weed.
Brother, I don't know if they ever told you, but the white man is the devil.
What?
The devil. He's going to make sure you die. That's point blank.
No, the white man not going to make sure I die.
He is. He is. That's his job.
Okay, so he's going to make sure you die too.
Yes, that's his job.
But that's what you believe. I don't.
No, that's not what I believe. That's what he's here for.
Okay, well,
his job is to make sure you die.
I don't have to.
But you know what? Brothers like the brothers here in the school, their job is to make sure I fight that white man. I fight that spirit, or I fight him telling me to go eat a pork.
If he's going to make sure you die, how can you fight him? That thought don't even make sense.
You have to fight him every day, because his job is to make sure you die. That's his job. His job is to make sure that you go out there and get high.
He can believe what he want to believe, the white man.
It's not about believing, dog. The white man is here to make sure that you don't follow the Lord. That's his job. You understand that? The white man is here to make sure you don't follow the Lord. That's his job. And when you don't follow the Most High, he's successful. That makes sense to you?
No.
That don't make sense.
No.
So what did you come here for?
Based on what I was told when I first started coming here.
What is that?
What Minister YAHANNA told me to my face, you wasn't actually here.
What brings you here?
I just told you.
Say it again.
What Minister YAHANNA told me to my face inside this temple.
Who told you?
Minister YAHANNA, the leader that you're under.
Oh, like General YAHANNA. But General YAHANNA said to your face? Say it one more time. I can't hear you because I'm up here. Say it one more time. What did he tell you?
What General YAHANNA told me to my face.
What did he say?
I don't remember.
Okay, so General YAHANNA told you something, and the Lord spoke to you that day, right? And he told you something, and it brought you here to this classroom today.
General YAHANNA told me.
You know what an angel is?
Everybody believes what an angel is in their own thought, and everybody believes what General YAHANNA is in their own thought. I can go based on what he told me to my face. That's a great belief. If
a mouse told you, that's the Lord telling you.
Mouse ain't gonna tell me anything.
If
General YAHANNA is not a mouse.
If somebody told you, if anybody told you, that's the Lord telling you to come to class. That's the Lord bringing you to class, because you came here because the Most High brought you here. Simple. It don't matter who told you or where you ran into the truth at. You could have ran into the truth on the back of a bus. It could have said, come to 41A Garrett Road. The Lord told you to come here. Simple. So when you spoke to Commander General YAHANNA, the Lord sent you a messenger. The word messenger in Hebrew is mala'akia, which means angel.
So that'll be angel Shapar. That actually
Shapar
invited
is
me
a
here.
horn.
Okay.
Mala'akia is the word for angel.
At the end of the day, Shapar is a man that had a job or has a job. They told me that they was going hard on him at his job, which is probably for a white man who wants him dead too, just like me.
You said a man is Shapar?
You said that Shapar is a horn.
The word Shapar means horn.
Okay.
So you ran into Commander YAHANNA, right? Commander YAHANNA told you to come to class. You came to class, right? That's why you're here. Now that you're here, do you understand what is going on in front of you? Do you feel any type of like connection to what the Most High told you?
If
Or is
I
it just
didn't, I
you
wouldn't
here
come
for a
here,
certain
bro.
reason?
If I didn't, I wouldn't come here.
Okay, so that's why I'm asking you. Why did you come? Even after he told you, what made you say, you know what, I'm gonna come there?
Because I have a choice to. Like, say you have a choice to do what you want to do.
So now you're here, right? And now your knowledge is, I'm guessing, Christianity and some form of scientology. You believe in science, I imagine, right?
No,
So what is it?
I study science.
You study science, okay. All right. So now your science, you've been putting it towards the Bible or testing the Bible and see how true it is.
No.
Based on your science.
No.
Or based on your religion.
No.
So what is it? Based on your what?
Reality.
Based on reality, right? And reality makes sense because of what?
I have eyes.
Okay, so your eyes tell you what?
That you're talking right now with your lips.
That I'm talking with my lips. Now, if you can prove something, what will be your way to prove it? How do you prove it? You can't prove it reality because I can see you moving and talking, but I can't prove it with anything. You had to prove it with some type of proof. There are theories of law, dynamics, all the theories that they prove, all the laws are based on science. So you can only back it up with science.
I said that I see you with my eyes talking with your lips.
Yeah, I understand.
That's proof enough for me. And
Everything
if it's good enough for me, that's good enough for me.
Everything that we teach here, we've been taught by the men above us. Everything that we learn here comes out of this book, right? That's what we do here. You know what I'm saying? And all day long, we could talk about what you know or what you think, right? But for so long, we've seen brothers like yourself come in here with loads of information, and we watched how it unfolds. I sat in the seat right beside you 1,000 times. I was you, right? Here's what I'm gonna say to you, brother. What time is it? Here's what I'm gonna say to you, brother. The Lord sent you to this room today. The Lord sent you to class today, right? The beginning of knowledge is fearing the Most High. The beginning of knowledge is understanding who the Lord is. And first and foremost, you'll understand that he's the creator of all things. He created everything that we know. That's how we understand what science is. You familiar with the Big Bang Theory, right?
No.
You never heard of the Big Bang Theory? You know,
I was born in 1986. I know I was born in 1986. My mother was born in 1970, and her mother was born in 1950. That's after the Big Bang, so I don't care. Okay.
So now, so we don't worship the things that are here, right? Give me made with your hands. What's that? Give me Acts 16. 16. Acts 17 and where we at? You talking about dwell not the temple of faith? Yeah. Where's that at?
I believe it's Acts 17 and 24.
That's what I want. Give me that. 17, start at 23. Now, if I could get you up to speed, right? Paul is in, where he at? Ye men of Athens. Paul is in Athens. Athens is a city of, Athens is where Socrates is. Athens is where Pythagoras is. Athens is one of them cities with great philosophy, right? So when Paul get there, he's talking to the men that are super duper philosophers, men that think way above what they think they could think, right? They think about theorems, Pythagoreans, Socrates, and all of these great philosophers are in Athens. This is where Paul is at right now, talking to these men. Go ahead. Paul, start at 22.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 17 and verse 22.
It started 20.
Or verse 20. For thou bringest certain strange things to our ears.
So now Paul, same as Christ, he come with the truth. And they're like, you bringing strange things to our ears. Go ahead.
We would know, therefore, what these things mean.
We would know, therefore, what these things, if they wasn't strange to us, we would know what they are. They believe like they know, they feel like they know everything. Go ahead.
For all the Athenians and strangers which were there spent their time.
For all the what?
For
Athens. Go ahead.
And strangers which were there spent their time in nothing else.
But learning. Go ahead.
But either to tell or to hear some new thing.
All they wanted to do in Athens, even people that came to Athens, all they wanted to do was learn about some new thing, something amazing. They came, Athens was like the library. You know what I'm saying? Athens was like Google. You came to Athens to learn something amazing because everybody that was there was doing something crazy. So now Paul is in this city and he talking to them. But mind you, Paul done been through Lydia, Paul done been through Derbe, Paul done been through all these other places. He's been through Ephesus. I don't know if he's been to Ephesus yet. He might have been through Ephesus. But Ephesus is like New York City. He's been through all these wild cities. So now he get to Athens where everybody knows everything. Go ahead. Ephesus was a city with Diana. And they had strange gods, and they was worshiping them strange gods. And they like, Paul come through like, yeah, you know, throw these in the trash. They like, he trying to mess our money up. So he been to Ephesus. He been to all these wild cities. He's here in Athens now. Go ahead.
Verse 22. Then Paul stood in the midst of Mars Hill and said,
Mars Hill is where they went to worship. It's like their temple. Go ahead.
Ye men of Athens.
Go ahead.
I perceive that in all things ye are too superstitious.
In all things you are too superstitious. Man, you believe too much. You believe in some things that are not true. You believe in things that just don't make sense. Step on the crack, break your mama back, split the pole, and you're gonna die. You believe in things that are superstitious, meaning it's not real. Go ahead.
Verse 23. For as I passed by and beheld your devotions, I found an altar with this inscription, to the unknown God.
Now, y'all got so many gods. Y'all got gods y'all don't even know. Y'all worship things y'all don't even know. Literally. That's how many gods y'all got. That's how much stuff y'all believe in. Y'all believe in so many things. It's things that y'all just don't even know that y'all believe in. The unknown God. There was an altar to the unknown. Y'all got an altar to, all these Greek gods. You got an altar to Zeus, Thor, Loki, all the gods that's Greek. You got an altar to every Greek god. Then you got an altar to the unknown God. Go ahead.
Whom therefore ye ignorantly worship.
You don't even know what you're worshiping. You just worshiping a God that no one knows about. Mind you, he's speaking to the Jews. He's at, if I'm not mistaken, he's at the synagogue, which is like a church today. Paul go to the church and check the church, right? So these men in this synagogue are worshiping the unknown God. He said, y'all ignorantly worshiping him. Y'all working for him or doing things for him ignorantly, meaning you don't even know what you're doing. Go ahead.
Him declare I unto you.
Now, remember Paul said to what he said, I'm Ephraim to Ephraim. I'm Issachar to Issachar. I'm a fool to the foolish. I'm wise to the wise. Whatever my brother is, I become that for him. Right? So now he's taking this unknown God that they have no idea what they're worshiping. He's turning that God into something real. Right? He's becoming an Athenian for the Athens. Go ahead.
Verse 24. God that made the world and all things therein, seeing that he is Lord of heaven and earth, dwelleth not in temples made.
The Most High, the Lord that we all worship, he don't live in the church. You can make an altar, but he don't live in that altar. You telling me he don't come outside? He don't take a stroll through the streets? He don't smell the air? He just stay in this little building that you built for him? God don't stay there. God made all things. He's not going to live in the place that you made for him, just like your mind. He can't live in a small place. The Lord won't live in your mind. You have to be in his space. Right. You got to be with his people. Right. You got to follow his prophets and be with his men. Be in his culture to learn the Lord. This is what Paul is telling them. But they built the temple and said the unknown God lives here. Keep going after unknown God.
Okay. Yes, sir. To the unknown God, whom therefore ye ignorantly worship, him I declare unto you.
That's what I'm bringing to y'all. Go ahead.
Verse 24. God that made the world and all things therein, seeing that he is Lord of heaven and earth, dwelleth not in temples made with hands.
Go ahead.
Verse 25. Neither is worship with men's hands, as though he needed anything.
The Lord don't need us to make this for him. He don't need us to make this for him, or this, or any of this. The Lord don't need none of this stuff. He don't care about none of this stuff. This don't give the Lord honor. This how we do it. This how we get fly. But this don't mean anything to the Most High. This shit don't mean nothing literally to the Most High. What you got?
He'll rather have obedience than sacrifice.
This just represents what and who we do. This represents who we are. This is how you identify the people that work for the Most High. But we doing the work. We doing the job. Nothing we can create is representative of the Lord. The first thing we got to do is serve the Most High. And the second thing we got to do is love our brother. And then when we learn how to love each other and love the Most High, then you'll build the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
Then it'll come overnight.
Right.
The projects will be a paradise. Right. The ghetto will be a paradise. But until then, we mad about the smallest things. Muslims walk right past us at camp. I'm like, hey, what's going on, brother? I mean, even if I don't say nothing religious, he don't like me because I got fringes on. He walked right past me because I believe something different. When it's deeper than that. Really, it's about we're brothers. We might have the same uncle. We might have the same cousin. We might have the same aunt, same grandma. We're brothers. Right. But you're a Muslim and you're a Christian. You're a Catholic and you're a Crip. You're a murderer and you're a scholar. And all of those things, we can't be family. What you got?
If I could, based on what I spoke to a dude over the phone from Texas about.
What's his name?
I don't remember his name. It was a long time ago, and I think it started with an A or something like that.
Start with an A?
Like A as an apple.
Okay.
I talked to him over the phone from Texas, but regarding that, based on what you said, you follow God, the ghetto will be a paradise. That's the thing. And like I said, based on what I said and told him, to a lot of people, and not just a small amount, a lot of people, the ghetto has always been a paradise, and it always will be to them. They don't want to leave, and they don't have to.
It is paradise because we make our struggles look beautiful. You know what I'm saying? We make the problems in our house, we make them look good. You know what I'm saying? But it sucks when you're hungry. It sucks when you ain't got no electric. It sucks when you ain't got no gas and it's cold outside.
People in the ghetto don't have those things, just like people in the suburbs don't have those things. Yeah, it's a lot of white people that's on Section 8 and getting EBT cards that's living in fancy places but doing a real good job of acting. That's true. The reason I know this is a fact, not an opinion, because when I had, at 20 years old, my loft with my wife that I paid for with my own money, never late on the bill. When things started happening before I went into the federal system, I talked to my landlord.
You know what the word ghetto means?
It's not. I see what it means.
No, what does it mean?
I don't care. I see what it means.
You don't care what it means.
It doesn't matter because I'm around the ghetto people. It doesn't matter because I'm in the ghetto every day, so I don't have to know what a white person wrote in a Webster's dictionary about the ghetto.
You said in the suburbs, but the ghetto is something.
I said if you was listening, I said when I was 20 years old, but you wasn't apparently listening. I was 20 years old when I had my loft with my wife in the suburbs, because the loft is probably going to be in the suburbs.
Okay, I told you.
And the landlord,
I can't hear you.
Yeah.
So you got to.
And the landlord told me these people, and which was predominantly white people, they're late on their rent every month, and I was never late on the rent. So I'm not trying to hear nothing about somebody doing bad in the ghetto, because they're really not like that.
So you lived around white people? Why?
Because I felt like living in a loft. I didn't live around white people. I wanted a nice loft. It
wanted
just
a
happened
nice
to be
love.
something that most black people in the ghetto can't afford. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's my point. That's my point.
And it doesn't matter. They
Why
don't
can't
care
they?
about
Why
having.
can't they afford it?
It don't matter because
It
everybody
does
don't care.
matter. Why can't
No,
they
no, no.
afford it? That's the
Just
whole point
because
of this
you want
conversation.
something like that that's real
No,
nice, don't
you're
mean
not
they do.
understanding, brother. That's the whole point of the conversation.
No, no, no. It's
You
not
can't
the whole
afford
point.
anything in
You
the ghetto
said
because
that if
you've
you
been
follow
taught,
God,
you've been taught to suffer and die.
go ahead and talk.
You've
I'll
been
let you
taught to
talk.
suffer and die.
Keep talking.
I will keep talking.
I'm listening.
Who teaching the class? You
I'm
ain't
listening.
teaching the class, brother. I know you should be listening because you came here to learn, right?
I was invited here.
You was invited. You came here to learn. Then learn. That's what you came here for.
I'm listening.
All right, no sweat. But the ghetto, look up the word ghetto. Look up the word ghetto etymology. Find out what it really means, what it really comes from. You got it, Abad? Look up where the word ghetto comes from. The word ghetto doesn't mean you're poor. It's not what it means. Ghetto doesn't mean dilapidated, malfunction. It doesn't mean a disprogression or it doesn't mean anything like that. Ghetto has nothing to do with those type of words. When it first started, the word ghetto simply meant neighborhood. So when you think of a black ghetto, the word black ghetto just means neighborhood. You had a white ghetto, it meant white neighborhood. Jewish ghetto means Jewish neighborhood. The word ghetto was a euphemism for neighborhood. So when you think of the ghetto, it means our neighborhood. When you went to the white ghetto, you lived in their neighborhood. Ghetto don't mean that you're poor. Ghetto just means our neighborhood. They've redlined our neighborhood, whereas though you can't learn like they learn. You can't drink what they drink. You can't shop how they shop. You can't get what they get. We've been redlined, whereas though you won't survive like they will. We don't got Whole Foods. We got other things like Thriftway and Pathmart. We got other stores, corner stores, mini marts, things that they don't have. We've been taught to survive with nothing because our neighborhoods thrive that way. When you walk through our neighborhoods, you see boarded up houses. That became our neighborhood, but it wasn't always our neighborhood. The black neighborhood or the black ghetto was beautiful. It was a paradise, but we lost it. What you got?
Now, based on my historic learning of the black ghetto was basically knowing that it took the white folks, from 1400, we'll just say that, to about 1900 to have their first car built. Knowing that the black men, knowing the...
Real quick, what's the definition of ghetto?
Yes, sir. There's multiple definitions for ghetto, sir.
Mm-hmm.
If I may.
What?
Can I run down the list?
What?
The first one is a poor urban area occupied primarily by a minority group or groups.
That's society's definition of ghetto. Go ahead.
Number two, the area in a city where Jewish people live, often under restrictions imposed by non-Jewish authorities.
the Jewish ghetto is the area where the Jews live. Right?
Resembling or characteristic of a ghetto or its inhabitant.
You can't use the definition in the definition. Why would they do that? Go to the next one.
Put in or restrict to an isolated or segregated area or group.
That's the definition of ghetto, restricted to a certain area. So we call our neighborhood the black ghetto, but everybody's restricted to a certain neighborhood. So when you say ghetto, don't think that it's the bad thing. Ghetto just means neighborhood, right? So now our 60, where you from?
Texas.
What part?
All over.
All over. Okay. So now, what part you been in the most?
You can say Rockwall.
Rockwall. Where's that at? By Houston?
It's like a big lake.
It's
like a big lake area.
By Austin? Where's it at? By Waco?
It's close to Houston.
Close to Houston. Okay, you familiar with Houston then, right?
Yes.
Third Ward, Houston?
More so Bryan, Texas.
Okay, so Third Ward, right? Third Ward is the way it is because they've stolen everything from those neighborhoods, right? When they take from our neighborhoods, they don't put anything back into it. So what they did was minorities got a bill to come into our neighborhoods. Minority got a bill to put businesses in low-income neighborhoods, which is what they called it, which is why you got a Chinese store, an Indian store, a Korean store, a Japanese store, a white store, and no more black stores. What they do is they take all your money and send it to Japan. They send it to Korea. They send it to India. They send it to the white neighborhood. They send all your money out of the ghetto. We don't shop at black stores. So I don't make you rich. I make them rich. So now the ghetto is spoiled. All the riches leave the ghetto and the neighborhood dies. That's what happened. And that's why we get places like Third Ward. That's why we get places like 60th Street. That's how we get places like whatever ghetto you may know in your mind. They've been robbed. They spoil our neighborhoods. What you got?
Yeah, if I could, and based on everything you just said about the ghetto stuff, Third Ward and stuff, knowing that Beyonce is from there, that's why she took her money and built them a lot of free houses and stuff like that.
Right. She built schools and all of that right off the highway. And she's from Galveston for the most part. You know what I'm saying? But they've tried to make a better place for us to live. You know what I'm saying? That's what people that care about their brothers would do. That's what brotherhood is. Because I don't want to see you struggle. I don't want to see you have to live like that. That's why we're supposed to love each other. And that's why we know we can build beautiful things, because they have to come to the ghetto so they can get rich. They can't get rich without taking from us. The only way they are rich is because we made them rich. So if we turn our backs on them and turn us to face each other, then we'll create something special. So when you said the projects are, or whatever neighborhoods are good and they've been good, they are and they were. But we given everything to them, which is why we're no longer great. We made them great. What you got?
I know the class is almost over tonight, but backing up when you're talking about the grocery stores, my question, you said, you saw with a P, one of them, you said Costco or something like that. You talking about one of the grocery
one of them stores.
But who are the board of directors? Are the board of directors of those grocery stores that you have, like you said, you have? They look like you, or they look like white people, the same people that own Giants?
If you paid attention at all in the class.
No, I said who is the board of directors? I didn't say that. That means the people that own the food that you're buying, that you said is for you.
Yeah, so regardless of who they are, 10 times out of 10, they work for the white man. They work for Esau. So even if they look like me, people that look like me killed Christ. People that look like me made sure that Paul and Peter and all of them died. People that look like me killed anybody you could think of that was great among us. Because they don't believe what the Most High said. They don't know the truth. So I can't blame that brother on the board of directors at some store.
So that basically means when you said that the people that look like you that killed Jesus and look like me, that the white people, based on what you said, that the devil wants to kill you, knowing that the Bible talking about the white man, that's a lie, basically.
No, that is true, because they've instructed what it's called a taskmaster. You familiar with that word? A taskmaster or a supervisor, right? So in Egypt, they made brothers in charge of brothers. So the taskmaster that Moses slew, remember Moses killed one of the Egyptians, right? But the taskmaster were brothers. So he said, "Oh, you want to kill me like you killed the other dude?" The people that they put above us, even in slavery, they put fiddler above us. I mean, they put men above us that look like us. They watched us and they went and told Master, right? They report to them. Like we just read about Caiaphas. Caiaphas report to Master. These brothers are men that work for the devil, and he'll make sure that you stay in line. But they go report to the white man. And when the white man come down, it's a whole nother problem. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know this is a little bit off, but this is regarding everything we always talk about. Because I had a conversation with a dude about, like you saying, a slave master right now. And you got two black men picking cotton. This just say, I'm pretty sure it happened. And the white man said something, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And the one of the black dudes was like, "What are you talking about?" And the other black dude said, "I don't know." But he go off and say, "Hey, yo, master," or whatever. "What were you talking about?" Then he go back and he found out what he was talking about, because he chose to come in here and get the knowledge. They didn't, so they don't get it. That slave master that said, "What are you talking about?" was scared to ask the master, look at his face. He gets nothing. Yeah. We get it. I don't know what black is. I know what Hebrew Israelite is. I know what Nation of Islam is. Whether you want to believe it's black or not, I don't care. Nation of Islam, Nation of Islam, Hebrew Israelite is Hebrew Israelite. That's all I need to know.
I'm gonna tell you what it is. You know what it is? It's the appearance or the verisimilitude of power, right? They make you think that when you listen to the white man, you'll get power and you'll be in control. It's just no different than Eve learning how to be a god, right? They've duped you. They've tricked you into thinking that you'll be powerful. And then you take that power and you use it to oppress your brothers. Not you, but they use it to oppress their brothers, which is why the board of director man, who's a brother, is kissing the white man ass all day long. Right. And he uses his power to oppress the brothers. And we look at him and think that he's great because of his stature or because his place in the white man's kingdom. But the Lord don't work like that. Right. You know what I'm saying? We know that Christ was a carpenter. Right. Christ ain't had no job. He ain't had no house. Christ ain't had no crib. You wouldn't follow a brother that ain't got no crib, would you? You wouldn't follow a brother that just a carpenter, would you? Or would
watch him for a while and be like,
yeah,
he might just need a little help. He probably gonna get it.
Yeah, Christ was homeless. He had no crib. You know what I'm saying? Like the Lord said, my people are it's a broken and contrite spirit. It's in here. It comes from here first. You gotta want to serve the Most High. It's the hunger in you. The fury of the Lord make you serve the Most High. Scripture say oppression makes a wise man mad. So you got to know you being oppressed first. That's wisdom. And then you take that wisdom and you try to change it. You make sure the brothers outside know that there's another way. Just like Christ was like, my kingdom ain't of this world. We not of this world. We live in a whole different space. Our culture, our heritage, our community is holy. It's separate from this place. It's not this kingdom's world. We don't listen to Esau. We don't do what Esau tell us to do. When we buy, I bought this hat. I bought this headpiece from a brother. I bought this shirt from a brother. These pants was made by myself and my sister. These boots come from a brother. Everything that we wear, this comes from a brother. Everything that we wear come from brothers. When I buy something, I buy stuff for the brothers, with the brothers. My whole process is making sure that we become better. When I eat at Hispanic places. Now, granted, I'm not saying the money goes to them, but we support each other the best we could. You know what I'm saying? We talk to each other. We bridge the gap. I go over there and talk a little bit of Spanish and all that. But the point is, we can come together, but we got to try. You dig what I'm saying?
Really already is together. It's just so many people. Like out of 50 people I say shalom to, maybe 2 understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, they don't know.
That's my point. And I said, if you saying you're Hebrew Israelite, I see you at the temple now.
Yeah, it's like that's why you just say, hey, what's going on, Hebrew? You know what I'm saying? They don't understand, but they will one day. They will get it. But the more and more you keep telling them, that's just it's a seed. Plant your seed. You know what I'm saying? Like the journal did to you. You're the angel. You're the messenger. You just plant the seed. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, what's going on, Hebrew? Hey, Shalom, Hebrew. They're like, what he say? And then they're gonna see one time, like, oh, the blacks are Hebrews, Israelites. And they're like, oh, yeah, I get it. Go ahead.
And if I could, the main thing is it's a lot of love and peace, shalom inside the community, whether I've been with y'all in certain places or not. You don't have to tell me that. The thing is with the community not wanting to be a part of this is we're fighting against something that when they see what we're fighting against, we really shouldn't have to, but because of what that Bible said, he wants to make sure you die. You know what I'm saying? Even though we disagree with it, it's the same. We really talking the same way. Yeah, we fight. To have our peace, we gotta fight against somebody that doesn't want peace no matter what. Like Absolutely. The COVID dude that tried to destroy everybody ended up dying.
Absolutely, you gotta understand this. Like
when they see that,
listen, we thousands of years old. We've been here before. You know what I'm saying? The spirit that's in your body has been here time and time again. This ain't nothing new. Your spirit has been in the same place it's always been in. It's trying to find its way back home. It's trying to find its way back to the Lord. And everybody outside, they need a way to get through the door, to get back into the truth. Christ just said it. Paul just said it. They don't understand the truth because they think that what I'm saying to them is foreign. They think that what I'm saying to them is a demon or it's a devil. But my people understand it. That's the difference. You got to help them get back home. You got to give them a way to find the Lord. This is spiritual. This ain't carnal. You know what I'm saying? Because your spirit going to die and pass on. But save your soul. Save your spirit. Save your family spirit. Save them brothers. Because you got a job to do as a priest and prophet of the Lord. You've been ordained by the Lord to teach this Bible. You've been ordained by the Lord to teach it. But in order to teach it, you got to first learn it. Right? That's why we follow men, because these men teach us. I'm with them time and time again to try to get these mysteries. You can't get the mysteries if you don't come to class. You can't get the mysteries, or you can't understand the parables unless you sat with Christ. You sat with the brothers that sat with the brothers that sat with the brothers that sat with Christ. Right? That's how you get the parables. That's how you get the mysteries. That's how you understand the prodigal son. That's how you understand the parable of the sower or the 10 wives. That's how you understand what Jude is talking about. That's how you understand what Ezekiel is saying with the will upon the will. You know what I'm saying? You have to learn these scriptures from the beginning. You know what I mean? So damn, we went over. But you got any more questions?
Only thing we said about the prodigal sons, want to let me know when dude came back, and because dude thought he was still mad at him. See, it took time for, I know you read, it was a book, the Bible. It took time for him to build what he had. We don't know how many years, unless I just looked over it. It took, so by the time when people have money, they not trying to. So when somebody angry all the time, they probably broke or poor for real. You know,
Absolutely.
unless you have a different
That's
type of
what
reason of being
saying,
angry, like the president.
That's
You
the
know,
demon. You
that's
broke
different.
or poor. That's the demon. So that demon is gonna make you hate yourself, make you kill yourself, because you broke and poor. So you're gonna eat anything. You're gonna drink anything. You're gonna be anywhere and do anything for anything because you don't care. You know what I'm saying? But you have to learn how to care and what you're caring about. You dig what I'm saying? That's the beginning of it. The beginning of it is understanding what wisdom is. Wisdom is the knowledge of the Most High. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge because we didn't care about the knowledge. That's literally what it says. You got to care about something. You got to care about this book. You know what I'm saying? Because this is your heritage. This is what brings you to life. This is the book of life. Without this book, you ain't going to live. This is as simple as that. Because I tell you, I'd have been dead. And without this book, I know a lot of brothers that would have been dead. I know nothing about the Bible. Didn't care about the Bible at all. A lot of brothers ain't even know who Noah was. But you come here and you learn, like, no, Noah was this person. This is Adam. You got to go from the beginning. This is Jesus. It start with a J. Like, you got to really go from the beginning. And you see them brothers grow up and become somebody special. You see the Lord change them, wash them off, dust them off, and send them into the world as priests and prophets. But
I said I was pretty much finished. Last question. This is a serious question. This is more of a statistical question for the whole Hebrew Israelite nation. I would say versus based on statistics, what would you say the percentage is versus Hebrew Israelites that know this Bible and is with this Bible versus the percentage of people that want nothing to do with it? And that would be 3 different percentages. And even more if you get deeper into detail with it.
Well,
I think the leaders of the Hebrew Israelites will understand me more and take that further than what I just said.
Let's break it down like this, right? Let's start off with this.
Because because that goes into, this is how we do this then. Now we do this like this based on that. And
let's go into it like this, right? The Lord said 2/3 of the people are going to be saved, right? Now, 144,000 are going to be saved. Boom, right? So now when you really break it down, right? We've been doing this since 1969. Many of people split and become their own group. When Christ was talking, he called them the vagabond Jews, right? They are in the world because they speak of things that you'll see soon become Christian, right? Their speaking lets you further know that they don't have the truth, right? So I'll say by percentage wise, you'll find out that none of them Israelite groups, 0% of them know the actual truth. You'll see, you watch them long enough, you see that 0% of them have the truth. But when you come in here, you'll see who the truth really is. You'll see what the truth really is. You'll understand what it really is about. You know what I'm saying? Everybody came in here to learn. Everybody came in here to be righteous. That's what we all here for. We came in here to serve the Most High. You find a brother, then the Lord gave you something special. But we come here to serve the Lord. Point blank, right? None of them got the truth. This is where the truth is. I've tried it. I'm sure you tried it as well. Time and time again. You sat in that seat just like I sat in that seat, and you tried it. Tried the teacher, made sure, see where he was at, and you go home, you leave, you're like, damn, I'll get him next time. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've tried to test the truth time and time again. They don't have the truth because you see them fall every day. So I would say none of them have it. Here, whatever percentage you can delineate based off the brothers in here, that's the truth. That's the percentage. You could figure the math out. But I'm gonna tell you, 0% of them have it, and 100% of us have it. And only 2/3 of the Israel is going, so the other 66% is in the world.
Yeah, I already told dude he was scientist. Like when he said what he said about it's only us, and I went back like me and you were talking about today. I went back and I thought, that's why I'm not tripping. And I was like, he was right. It is only us.
Yeah,
He probably went through some things.
All you got, your job, dog, is to serve the Most High. That's all you gotta do. The Lord said, go to camp, like in Nehemiah, go to camp. The Lord said, don't eat pork, don't eat pork. The Lord said, do the Day of Atonement, do the Day of Atonement. The rough one is the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Oh, that's rough. No pizza, no hoagies. Oh, the Lord said, don't eat no bread. Damn it, we ain't eating no bread. And we gonna struggle together. You gonna call me like, yo, dog. Like brother called me today or yesterday. We're like, yo, man, we talk about it. But we know we going through something, but they don't know what we going through. This is our community. It's our culture. We talk about it amongst ourselves. They got no idea what we going through. It ain't for them. It ain't about them. Even the fake Israelite groups, they don't even know what they got dreads on and sneakers on at camp. They don't even know what they doing. It's sad.
I seen on the internet that the words you said they have no affiliation with us, but they still say.
Yeah, but they learn everything from us.
Yeah, they can't say that.
You can't say that because that's plagiarism. You've learned everything from the UPK. Taken our whole swag, our whole culture.
Yeah, I didn't think it was that serious, but now I realize it is. Especially.
Yeah. So this is the culture of the Lord's people. This is how the Lord's people are. This is who they are. They wear fringes. They wear headpieces. A lot of them are mighty and terrible. You might run into a few kind brothers. You know what I'm saying? You might run into brothers that just work. They don't even talk. They just work.
Now, I went to the one where it says Shalom in the Center City area to get food. With mostly Asians go there to get their food, like how they have for the blacks to get food places. This is ducked off. Nobody really knows. And the white lady who was over there, that's probably attends there all the time, she's seen the authentic happiness coming out of my eyes. Like you said, they stole it from us. Not that. They can't have it. And she got mad when she seen the authentic happiness in my eyes. Mm-hmm. So that's when she got mad. If I was there just needing food, but I wasn't there because I needed food, but it was food, and I'm like, hey, let's get some food. Yeah. Stack up. It's gonna be cold, son. When she seen the authentic happiness, she didn't see some black person there just needing food. So, oh, here you go. She seen authentic happiness and she was mad.
The Most High made sure the birds eat. He made sure the birds eat. He made sure that the ants eat. He made sure you eat. Make sure I eat. The Lord gonna make sure everybody eat. And one day they're gonna see who the children of Israel are. Right. You know what I'm saying? Even though we in a messed up way right now, that don't mean nothing. Because one day you're gonna see hell go into heaven. And you're gonna see heaven go to hell.
Yeah, I know that's going to be pretty much a fact because with the men here, and I can't say on a nationwide level, but if based on history, if Minister Farrakhan is basically on some, it's just Chicago now. They left. I'm in Philly, man. I don't plan on leaving. That's all I can say.
Man. Lord willing, you just keep doing this work. You know what I'm saying? You keep doing the work of the Lord, and one day you're gonna see all your work pay off. You're gonna get a raise. You know what I'm saying? Like the Lord gonna give you the raise. Gonna raise you up. You know what I'm saying? Once you get that raise, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be like, oh, Most High Christ, I get it. I know what my job is. And you're gonna keep working. The Lord gonna see what you're doing, dog. And He gonna give you what you deserve. Right. Just keep working. You know what I'm saying? Just keep doing this work. You know what I mean? Like, we ain't about respect of persons. Right. It ain't about me. You don't come here because of me. I'm nobody. Right. You come here because of you. Because you got work to do. Right. You come learn these scriptures and you go into wherever you be at. And you go wake up the Lord's people there. Wow. Paul was telling Peter, he was like, no, don't go up in there. Don't even be up in all them places. Them ain't Israelites. He's like, yes, they are. You know what I'm saying? Paul was doing what he do. You go into the places you be at and you teach the Lord. You tell them who they are. You do the work of the Lord. But you got to learn first. You got to be ordained to teach first. You know what I'm saying? You can't go in there like, yeah, you're gonna destroy them people.
Yeah, I was originally told that don't talk about what we talk about.
Yeah, so
because I think y'all know I pretty much
you're gonna destroy somebody, you know what I'm saying, unless you really know what's really going on. So you come here, you learn, brother, you get these breakdowns, you understand what the Bible's saying, you get the spirit, oh, I get it. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna take your officer test, they're gonna make sure you can teach for real. Right. And you like, yo, you know what? I got it. I know the Hebrew. Abagada was Katayakalamana Sa Ipatazaka. They're like, most high Christ, go teach them. And you're gonna be God. Yeah, you know, the Lord said, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Israel, Shalom, Israel, y'all gotta wake up. The Lord said you gotta bond the tie around your head and getting this truth, getting this work. You're gonna be teaching. Whatever part of earth you in, they gonna be learning the Bible. That's your job. You got work to do. You know what I'm saying? So whatever Esau got you doing and whatever life he got you living, you gotta die to come into the truth. You gotta get that up. You gotta, that person that you walking around as, whoever don't care, he gotta die. Because
now it's just like I said from Texas, that mentality with the majority of us that's really that for real, like I be out there, we say we don't care, that means we really do care. We really serious about caring.
That's what I'm saying.
They don't get that, so they try to take what we
remember I asked you earlier,
they don't even know what they're saying.
I asked you your name and you told me your name, man, it don't care. Your name doesn't care. That's the spirit that you're walking around with right now. But the Lord needs you to have another spirit. The Lord needs you to have a spirit that does care. And that's who he's going to call his son. Right now, you're a son of the world. You know what I'm saying? And until you leave the world, you won't understand what you see right in front of you. You might see it, you might get it, you might use deductive reasoning to understand it. But one day, you'll see through it. You'll be like, oh, that's spiritual. That's the Lord right there. You'll see the Lord moving in simple things, like waves in the ocean. You'll see the Lord moving in simple things like clouds in the sky. Your ass like, damn, I want to da-da-da-da. And the Lord break it down like, oh, you know what I'm saying? It's about clouds. They talk about the clouds in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? The angel moving in the clouds. You like, damn. You'll start to see things. The Lord start breaking stuff down for you.
The main thing I notice now in life consistently is the atmospheres, the different atmospheres and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's all in Genesis. You know what I'm saying? You're going to build your atmosphere. You come into the truth is the Big Bang Theory. That spark, that light, that's you. You're going to get that light, you're going to start building your atmosphere. You're going to build your own heaven. Build your own
the
space.
People that's more like us, that don't know it, that's out there, whether you want to call them suck or not, a lot more people than you think notice the atmospheres. And that's very important. With them
All of it is important.
But a lot of people don't. They be like, I be like, you notice that change in the atmosphere? They're like, no. But a lot of people be like, yeah.
But that atmosphere is your space. You building your space around you. You know what I'm saying? It's your world, your planet. You in a society. You being a part of another world. You gravitating towards this world. You start to build your atmosphere around you. You make your own culture. You dig what I'm saying? Look, today's class is over. We way past over. We're supposed to be done at 9 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? But you can come any day you would like to come. Monday through Friday, 7 to 9, is going to be a teacher here that's going to be able to teach you this Bible. And you come learn, you come pick their brain, get their knowledge, and you start to understand this Bible, man. And you're going to understand that this thing lives and breathes, and it's alive. Things that may go happen in the future is talked about in this Bible. You know what I'm saying? And this Bible is thousands of years old. Right. So, I mean, Lord be with you, brother. You know what I'm saying? And Dante, as you call yourself, Lord willing, we ain't gonna call you that for long. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when I was in the South there, I think, I left that line right there. When it was Dante first, last name, I left the line. I assumed that would be anyway. I say my granddad made a name early.
Nah, the Lord gonna give you a name. Yeah, the Lord gonna give you a name. You just keep coming, right? The Lord gonna name your spirit. It's gonna be your reputation. That's what the Lord gonna name. He's gonna give you a name for your reputation. That's what the name is. You know what I mean? But with that being said, we went way over time. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, we're gonna pass the class off to preaching officer. I
Yeah, preaching officer.
I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Command General YAHANNA. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Ties, which is a commandment. found in the book of Numbers, 18 verse 21, and the book of Malachi, 3 verse 8 through 10. Ma'ishra means tenth in Hebrew. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department. Priest fund, free will offering for a priest, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you will like. Upcoming holy convocations is the Feast of Tabernacles, found on the 15th day of the 7th month for 8 days. Starts Sunday, October 5th, 2025. It ends Monday, October 13th, 2025. Found in the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verses 34 through 44. Remind Akim and Akwathian to check the bulletin board in the hallways. If anybody wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boot, shirt, headband, or scarf. And with that, Majum.
If you need help with the boot, shirt, handband, and scarf, you just talk to somebody. You know what I'm saying? And we'll make sure you get what you need. Nah, don't worry about it, bro. We'll deal with all of that later.
Majum, you stand. We'll get one praise to in Israel. Mom Shabbat. Majum. Right?
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah Barakatah, which means Most High bless you in the name of Christ.
There's time, he says, now, start trying to get sisters. Sisters Amaju, Yellow Shabbat, the head, bottom, coming, the feet connect that 45 degree angle, your right hand comes to your left, and you salute you look back. But if Israel, we'll get the sisters, we'll praise good. If Israel, Mom Shabbat, Amaju. Right?
Yahweh Shemar Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah, which means Most High watch over you in the name of Christ.
There's time, he says, down, that's the
Okay.
I got like 3 sisters, no matter how bad my life was, I was